All right, we got a 2013 Ford Transit Connect XLT coolant reservoir replacement. Let's get it. Go ahead and pop the hood on your Transit. This is how you do that if you didn't know. And you always want to inspect your port. Make sure you got the right port. Check. Okay, bottom hose. We got this side screw or bolt, whatever. The back clamp right here. Okay. Looks like we got the right port. So let's get it started. Get our tools. And all you need is a 10 millimeter to take off this one bolt. Loosen it up. Finish loosening it with your fingers. And grab that, pull it out, put it to the side. And this next part, I just use a flathead screwdriver to get this back clip off. Next, you want to loosen up the clamps on the hoses. There's 3 of them. You want to start with the ones on the top. Get you some vice grips. This is to loosen and tighten the vice grips if you didn't know. All you do is slide those clamps back and then pop the hoses right off. Do the same thing for this one, and we're going to do the bottom hose last. Loosen up your vice grips. Same thing. Tighten them up. Self-explanatory. Loosen up the clamp. Pull off the hose. Same thing. Now let's get this bottom one off. Same thing. Tighten it up. And before you pull this hose off, you want to turn your coolant reservoir to the sides. We're gonna lose a little bit, but it's better than losing a whole lot. There you go. And now we just do everything in reverse. Start with that bottom hose. Slide that on there. Put the clamp back in place. Loosen the vice grips onto the top hoses. I'm gonna wipe this down first before I put them on. Make sure your hoses are still good before you put them on too. And slide the hose on. Slide the clamp in place. Same thing. Slide the hose on. And to lock the back clamp in place, just tap the coolant reservoir, it'll lock in place. And let's put our bolt back. Right there. Tighten it up. Want to make sure it's tight. Not too tight, but you want to make sure it's tight. Next, we want to make sure we have everything on. Back clip on, side bolt, all the hoses on. Now let's go ahead and get some coolant in here. It's coolant, I already had a little bit that was open, so I'll put that in first. Get that, fill it up, close it, get your keys. Go ahead and crank her up. And you just gonna let her run for a good 20-30 minutes. Make sure we don't have any overheating problems and you good to go.